Hi guys, Jasmine Pather here. Welcome back to the Photo Booth International YouTube channel. I have special guests here today, Juanita and Ivan from Premier Photo Booth. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for taking the time. I know it's summer. Ivan probably wants to be out playing with his friends, and I've got him here for an interview. So tell everyone a little bit about yourself, a little bit about who you are, where you're from.
Okay, so my name's Juanita.
My name is Ivan.
I'm mom. It's my son. So we are a photo booth here in Dallas. We're based out of Raleigh, Texas, and we pretty much just started this business a few months back in March. We started with the Chloe, and then a month later, we went ahead and added the Astromir.
Awesome. So only
Ivan.
3 months. Wow.
Yeah, so a little bit of Ivan.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ivan.
I am 14 years old. I like playing sports. It's really what I want to do when I grow up, to play sports. Um,
Any sport in particular?
Soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing soccer since I was 4. So it's really
Most of your life then. And then tell us a little bit about your two booths there. So you have a Chloe and you have the mirror booth there.
well, yeah. Like my mom said, we got our Chloe photo booth first, because it was really more like I could put it up and take it down by myself. And then we ended up getting our Astromir booth because it's bigger, more for classy parties like weddings and things like that.
It catches a lot of attention.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. So it's only been what, 3 months exactly that you got your booth?
Yes, so we signed the contract March 4th, and I think like 2 weeks since we're down the street. I think it only took like a week or two before we actually picked up the Chloe. And, we started marketing. Like a lot of the PBI marketing photos, that helped us a lot in the beginning, like just to kind of get started. So we used that, and then like we just noticed that how much attention the mirror was getting. So we're like, you know what? Like maybe we should be able to have two booths as an option. Like, it's like the one, obviously the one that's going to catch all the attention is the mirror booth, but we have both as an option depending on what budget each client, they need. So
Yeah.
that was kind of like that was the main reason why we jumped on the Astromir right after, was to kind of to get people's attention, and then we have both as an option to provide the service according to their budget.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can target different audiences with two booths and
Exactly.
different budgets, right?
Yeah.
So whose idea was it to start the photo booth business?
So my husband and I have been really, kind of encouraging of him and his brother, like kind of start early, do things that, learn from our mistakes, what we could have done at a younger age. So we had already planted that seed on him, like, just talking to him about options, what he could do. At one point we had mentioned, him even, we're in a new neighborhood here in Rowlett, so cleaning the trash cans. My brother, he lives with us, and he has a water pressure machine in the garage sitting there. So we threw ideas out at him, and eventually we went to his friend's party, and then that's kind of how they had a photo booth there, and he brought it up, and I didn't think he was serious. So. Yeah, I mean, he can tell you more about it, like what he liked about it, what he thought was cool, and then, yeah. So.
Yeah, so what interested you, like when you saw the booth at your friend's party? What made you say like, wow, I think this is the kind of business that I want to start?
it's more like the photo booth. It looked really, it's cool in a way. It was like, cause like we're used to like kind of like the older photo booths, like the ones you sit down in.
Hmm.
So I hadn't seen a photo booth like the one I saw, and like the LED lights and everything. It just looked like something cool to have, and like a fun way to make money.
to make money. Yeah, fun way.
It sounds a lot more fun than cleaning trash cans, that's for sure.
Yes. I mean, we just kind of threw ideas. We're like, man, imagine that. Like, you just do, $20 each trash can. But I mean, we're just like anything
Yeah.
like just whatever ideas we could throw at him, we did. And then he just came around with the photo booth idea. And we're like, okay. So that's when I kind of just started looking into it. And the more I talked to my husband about it, like, we reached out and I think we got in contact with Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was in school at that time, so the scheduling an appointment for him to go look at them didn't work out. So me and my husband were the ones that went to go look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, yeah, the Chloe being so small and compact, like it was like a good start for him. Like we're like, all right, well, setting it up, like, obviously, like I said, I have kids at home, so like there's only so much help I can do. So that's where my role comes in, where I kind of help him with the contracts, reaching out to the customers and just promoting, like marketing. Like that's been like my biggest thing, is just kind of like trying to post at least 3 times a day. I kind of slacked this weekend, but other than that, like for the most part, I'm pretty good at it, especially when I'm with the kids. Like I'll just keep them in one area and I'll be on my phone. I'll start, either posting previous event photos,
Mm-hmm.
making videos. Also, another thing that has helped us was like I really do love the editing. I used to make all of our birthday invitations, parties, things like that. So the templates
Mm-hmm.
has came pretty natural to me. Like I have patience for it and I actually enjoy it. And I feel like that's one thing that like I feel like we've it's helped us kind of separate from other booths, because here in Dallas is very competitive. So I feel like being able to customize the templates has helped a lot.
Yeah, and I do want to give you some kudos there, because I do see you post a lot. You're very active in our community. And I see also where you've helped other people with their templates. Like you said, that's something that came natural to you, but to other people, they have a hard time. That's why to those people, we just say, hey, pay someone $10 to have them make you one, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense for you to try to learn it. Like use your time wisely. So I do see, like, I think you recently helped Angel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've helped a few on the PBI group, and
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not a pro at the software, but I picked it up. Like all the videos you guys shared with us, like I've went through them, and even things that I didn't pick up the first time. Like I've been able to learn more just by playing with the software,
Mm-hmm.
and just sitting in front of the booths whenever the kids are napping or something.
Yeah. Well,
So
you're preaching, like you're actually doing what we preach, is, actually like go through the material,
yeah.
study the booth, play around with it,
And the videos aren't that long
Yeah.
either. You guys have made them to where it's like sometimes it's like straight to the point, and it's helped. And I've actually even started a few training videos on our TikTok page, because it's like the ones that I've helped with their templates, they
Mm-hmm.
still need help uploading them. So I'll share the PBI videos, but sometimes I guess maybe some are a little bit longer, the steps. So I kind of did a few TikTok videos just to kind of help them. Like, all right, I made your template. Here's how to upload them, and
Yeah.
if you need help, like I'm happy to help. I mean, I'm home all the time, other than when we're out for events, and that's a little bit tricky.
There you go. Juanita's quick tips on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, it's like just a few of what I've learned, what I've been able to pick up.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I mean, that's what it takes to stand out from the crowd, is to really like learn how to optimize and use the features that come with every booth, right? Not everybody takes the time to do that. And then I know that you guys are really good with your reels and your TikToks. Like the videos that you guys post are very entertaining. Ivan has some dance moves that I've seen.
I'm trying to get him to do more. Okay, like
Ivan, are you shy?
A little bit on camera.
he's shy with other people, but like
Oh, not with his friends, right?
Oh no, his personality is definitely he's outgoing, but whenever it's around new people, he kind of holds back. And I'm kind of hoping this helps him kind of come out of his shell, because he definitely has a personality, and he's very likable. I mean, his coaches, like a lot of the support that he's had has been from his school, his coaches, his teachers, the principal. We had one event, we didn't even know his principal had hired him. Like, we just showed up and they're like, "Hey, young entrepreneur," and this and that. And then we walk in and then we're about to set up, and sure enough, it was his wife had hired us, the principal's wife. They have an annual Memorial Day weekend celebration, and they just wanted to add the photo booth. And now they even said that they want to hire him back every year. They have so much fun with it. So
that's awesome. Hey, so while we're on the topic of how you're kind of growing your business, how much money have you guys made since March?
Since March, we're already over 6,000. So I mean, you want to include the deposits, I guess. Yeah, like about 6,500.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dang.
And we did have to start off with a few, affordable. Like, our very first event was a close friend.
Mm-hmm.
We just told her, we're like, "Hey, like, Ivan just got his booth. Just let us do some marketing pictures. Like, whatever you want to tip him, that's more than enough." So we got a lot of marketing from that event. And then shortly after, we added another friend of ours. Well, from high school, her friend was getting married, so she added the photo booth, and that was our very first learning experience. We learned a lot. Like, there was a lot of mistakes, but it was, it definitely taught us what to look for. So now we have a checklist, like what we look for, because something happened where one of the ladies had tripped and it moved the booth. So now the wall, it wasn't just the backdrop showing, it was the wall.
Mm.
There was a few pictures that were showing that way. So we learned from that.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has like a checklist that he actually, he's in charge of. Whenever we set it up, he's like making sure that we're in that area.
Yeah.
There's no wall showing in the background. So things like that. It's been, just a learning curve, but
I can't
encouraging, like seeing the actual support and then the money coming in. It's like, okay, then we're doing something right. So we want to make sure we keep doing it, that we don't stop.
I have to say, I'm just so proud of you guys. That's why I can't help but just cheese so hard, because you guys have done all the things that we tell you guys to do. So when someone actually does it, and it's like you're a true testament to that.
Yeah.
Just
it pays off.
It's just so fulfilling, and it makes my heart so happy that you guys are doing so well. And like you said, yeah, there's a lot of photo booths here in Dallas, and sometimes people say, well, how am I gonna tap into a market that they think is already saturated? But it's really not. It's all about how you market yourself and how well you learn your equipment and how well you can sell it and how you can differentiate yourself from everyone else.
Exactly.
And the fact that like you guys use the social media to promote, hey, this is a teenager's business. Like you say on all the posts that I've seen, you just say, yeah, this is his business. I'm just helping him with the marketing and the promoting of it and, the bookings, but this is his business. I think it's super inspiring to, all the other families that know that they don't want, like you have a vision for Ivan. You want him to be shy. You want him to be more open to new ideas, which is why you and your husband sounds like we're trying to like instill, hey, try to start a business, try to do something to kind of jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so admirable.
Yeah, for sure. My husband has played a big part of, just kind of trying to be a good role model to him. So he has a few businesses himself. So we were just trying to encourage him, like, like this is what we would have done at your age. Like, had somebody given us this opportunity. And, my husband, he's just like, all right. Because we did, like, once we came back from meeting with Christian, we showed him the numbers. We showed him all the YouTube videos you guys have. We're like, okay, like this is how they run their events. This is how much you can make. This is how much the payment's going to be. Like, we put everything in front of him. We're like, like, we need to make sure that you're on board. Like, if this is really something that you want to start, like, I'm here 100% to support you. Just like I did with sports. Like, I was the team manager for his coach for so many years, and we took a break this past year, and now he's coming back to play. But I told him, like, if this is really what you want, like, I'm here backing you up 100%. Like, yes, it's gonna drag me, with you, because it's him. He's the face of the company, but I'm not gonna leave him there at an event by himself, obviously, until he feels comfortable. Actually, I did once. We did once for a graduation. Like, it was such a they were so chill and so nice that they were, there was no need for me to stay. So we take turns running the booth, and then one sterilizes the glasses, organizes the props, because you know how those props can just get thrown back. So we take turns with that. Like, I'll interact with the guests, and then he cleans and organizes the prop table, and then we'll take turns. He'll interact with the customers, and then I do the cleaning. So it's like back and forth. So I told him, I'm like, this is a big opportunity. It's a big investment. So it's really, it's your call. And sure enough, by the end of the night, he was like, yeah, it's fun. Like, it looks fun. And that's only when we had the Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept noticing, like on the PBI page, everybody's like, how classy, how fun the mirror looks. So we were able to do his 8th grade dance as well. So we got a lot of marketing pictures from there.
Nice.
PTO moms let us use their kids as models. So everybody's been very, very supportive of him.
That's awesome. So Ivan, how did you guys approach, your it sounds like you've tapped into all your network, which is all your school, your teachers, your principal. So how did you promote your business to your network?
Can you repeat the question?
How did you ask people that you know at school, hey, do you want to rent my photo booth?
Pretty much a lot of people from the school I'm really cool with.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He's a popular kid.
Oh, you're popular. See, you're not shy.
I'm telling you, he's only shy with people he doesn't know, but everybody knows Ivan at school. Everybody. The flyers.
Well, after this video, you're gonna blow up on YouTube. So are you ready to not be shy anymore?
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me exactly what you did when you started your business and you got your booth. How did you tell everyone that all the people you're cool with that think you're popular? How did you tell them about your new business?
We have flyers. So on the last day of school, I actually went around classrooms and to different teachers and staff members and classmates, and I gave them our cards,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it, really. And I've mentioned it throughout the year about it. But
it's March, April, May. So yeah, 3 months of just handing out flyers. Before we had the flyers, we just had the QR code.
Okay.
That we have in the back of our booth. So it's like, everything's digital now. Like, you don't want to invest in just business cards. So we wanted to be different. We kind of wanted to just think outside the box. So he had a QR code as well that we created.
Where did that QR code go?
So that goes to our link tree. So it gives you our website. It gives you the inquiry form for them to fill out. It gives you all the links to our social media. Mm-hmm. So before we were able to make the flyers, because I think the flyers weren't until the very end in May that we were able to get those made.
Mm-hmm. So that's why you handed them out at the end of school. But that's perfect because everyone's trying to have a summer party or birthdays or all these holidays, 4th of July. So
especially his age group, there's a bunch of quinceañeras. He's 14, about to be 15. So that in itself was something that we were like a good audience to reach was like
Definitely.
quinceañeras coming up.
So, all right. So we talked about how much money you've made so far. So almost 7,000. You told me how you got your booking so far. So far, aside from the word of mouth and the passing out of the flyers at school, how else are you getting your bookings?
Facebook.
Facebook?
Yes, we've been, posting on the party pages, the group pages. We try to post at least once a week. Um, and then just ads on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
too. Like we get a lot of messages. Like we have both our numbers. So we have a Google number that we
Mm-hmm.
um, have linked to our business, and then he gets both the text and the calls just like I do because it's
Mm-hmm.
linked to our numbers. So in case I miss it, he tells me, "Hey, did you see we got a call or did you see we got a text?" So he'll keep me updated in case I miss something because, like I said, I'm usually busy with the little ones. But Facebook has they'll send a lot of messages, and I know they're just shopping around in a way. So I try to use a lot of those marketing flyers and just all the pictures that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get back with them. But sometimes it's just, you can just tell when they're shopping around. Or who knows, maybe it's just photo booths also trying to compare prices. So I'm just like,
They'll kind of ghost you after you send them the info.
yes, exactly. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'll follow up with a few that I know that I kind of have a feeling they're more legit, like they're
Mm-hmm.
needing help. So right now, that's actually one of the things that I was doing right before we got on the video call because there's a lady that's having a quinceañera next weekend, and we have a wedding next weekend, which is perfect because hers is Friday and one's on Saturday. So I'm really trying to push for that one. So I'll follow up probably here in a few.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Awesome. So Ivan, tell me, what's your favorite part about working your events?
I like going out to parties. So that's the food, everything about it. I like partying. Um, so it's just kind of cool being able to say that I work at parties and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. For the most part, that's pretty much it.
Have you gained any weight from all the birthday cake and the wedding cake?
We don't like sweet.
No.
You don't like sweets. Oh,
Neither one of us. We're not big on
that's good.
cakes, cupcakes. Yeah.
That's good. Josh and I have a sweet tooth, so every time we used to work events, we couldn't turn down the cake. Eventually, we're like, oh, the jeans are fitting a little tighter.
Yes, for sure. No, I used to work at a dentist, so
Mm,
I never really pushed candy or any kind of sweets on them. And like I don't have a sweet tooth, and same thing. I think my second one, he's probably the one I'm gonna have the hardest time. So
yeah.
once they come into the business, he'll probably take advantage of the cake more than we did.
So Ivan is your oldest, so 14. And
Yeah,
then
14. And then I have Arian, he's 9. And then the toddler, yeah, Alex is 3, and then Ariel is 1. She's about to turn 1.
okay. And then Ivan, when do you turn 15?
I turned 15 on October 1st.
Oh, that's my mom's birthday. That's cool. So are you gonna have I mean, they don't have quinceañeras for boys, but are you gonna have a big party?
Actually, that's the party that we went to was a quinceañera. Well, I mean, they didn't name it a quinceañera for his soccer friend, but he turned 15. It was like a surprise party. So
Mhm.
I am planning one, but I'm thinking more next year. Because
Oh,
this year we had a bunch of he has other cousins that turned 15 earlier in the year, but and then we had family from out of town that traveled to those. I don't want to make them make too many trips in one year. So
mhm.
I already kind of gave them a heads up. Hey, we might throw Ivan a party next year. Like
There
not
you
sweet
go.
16, but just like something for him to have his friends over and just family. I mean,
Mhm.
it took me forever to have my girl, so we're not gonna have a quinceañera in our family until 15 years from now. So I'm like, I think one out of uh, one party will do for him.
Awesome. Well, that kind of works out in your benefit, Ivan, because then your family can get you like really good gifts. If all the birthdays aren't smashed together, then they have more time, and then they'll give you a better gift than maybe if you would have had it this year.
Exactly.
So Ivan, tell me, when you started your business and you started to tell your friends, what did they think about that?
They thought it was really cool. Um, they've been really supportive. They're encouraging.
Hmm.
Um, I really appreciate them for that. They say a lot of good things about it. They ask me about it. They follow up.
Well, they
With,
do.
you know, and yeah, they're just. I love them for that. They're really supportive.
Do they reshare all your TikToks and your reels and
I don't know actually.
tell them to go leave you a review?
Yeah, I will. I'll make sure.
Yeah.
A lot of the PTO moms, they on the school. There's like a for the class of 2026, they have a Facebook page, and since we did the same thing, we kind of told her just whatever you want to pay him. We're just trying to get our name out there. But they ended up giving him a good price for the printing since they wanted to add the prints
Hmm.
to the package. Uh, one of the moms, the PTO mom, she posted it on that group page, and we got a bunch of reviews from the parents that their kid attended the school dance.
Nice.
So that was very nice of her, and I was like, thank you. Like they've been the most supportive. They hired him for the eighth grade dance. They hired him for the end of year school pool party.
Hmm.
He couldn't work that one, so we had to hire a friend to help us because he was out there having fun. He's like, wasn't gonna miss out on the pool party.
So
So he
yeah.
set everything up. He showed my friend how to, run the booth while I worked another event because that was our first double booking day that we had both the
Oh.
mirror and the Chloe booth. So we
Mhm.
kind of had to, hire somebody. We just told her, we're like, well, all right, we'll take you out to eat, or we ended up just giving her some money for being there. So that's, that was very nice of her to help.
Mhm.
She's been very supportive. So that's been like one of the big things, just having family and friends that have actually helped. And at first, you look like a crazy person just posting about your business, your new business, and I don't really care. I'm like, it's my son's dream. He wants to be able to buy his own car next year when he turns 16. So it's like, if this is what I have to do, if I have to look like a crazy person for sharing uh, our his new business, then so be it. I'm like, just having all the people supporting, it's sharing and liking our page, commenting, that's been very helpful, and we're really thankful for that.
That's awesome. I love that. So, two things that you kind of touched on there. First thing is, Ivan. So none of your friends like told you like, oh, that's crazy or that's weird. Why would you want to start a business? We're only 14. We're only teenagers. None of them said that.
No.
Then you
Uh,
have some really good friends. That's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. So the second thing is, I was going to ask, well, what are you guys what's the plan with what money you guys make or Ivan makes, right? What was the plan for that money? But I think you just answered that question for me is a car. Is that right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of car?
Um, whatever I can get.
A
Is it?
little hoopty?
I don't.
My brother's first car was a little, I don't know, it was a really old car. And he used to fit all his friends in it, and he used to take them to school. And they're all big guys. So I just remember the car just sitting really low when all of the friends would get in. And I'm like, I don't know how you drive that little hoopty car, but that was his first car. But that's how I'm asking, like, do you have a specific type of car in mind that you would like to get, or just anything that's within your budget?
Yeah, whatever's in my budget.
Okay.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, I wasn't able to buy my own car until I was 21. Like, Hispanics, my mom, she was traumatized. She didn't really want to let us drive at a young age. So in a way, that's kind of my reason is like, I don't want to get him a car because I'm like, no, like I want him home. Like I don't want him out and about. I feel like that's just adding more worries. So I'm like, I told him, I'm like, I'm not planning on getting you a car. So if you really want it, like this is your way of, showing me like that you're willing to be responsible and save money,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So that was his thing. It was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just start saving for my car since you don't want to help me get one. So I'm just like, okay. So that's like, I'm like, it's just eventually once he sees more of like the big picture, because right now, like it's only been 3 months. Like I kind of have to remind him. I have to remind myself, like I haven't been doing this that long, and we're already because at first our goal was to make 10,000 before the end of the year. That was our number. I think Christian had given him like some sort of book. What was it? It was like planner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he told him to write his goal. Yeah. So he told him to write like what his big plan was and his goal as far as how much he wanted to make. And I think his goal was 7,000, and he told you to go to shoot for 10. So Christian's the one that told him like, all right, no, I think you can make 10 before the end of the year. And like right now, here we are, like 3 months in, and we're almost close to 7,000 just in 3 months.
So what's your new goal, Ivan?
Next year, how much?
For next year?
No, like obviously you said 10,000, right? You're already at 7,500 basically. So, or 7,000. So we're only halfway through the year. So you still have a whole 6 months to go. You still have December, all the holiday parties. You have no idea how December gets. It's crazy. You're going to get booked like crazy. So what's your new goal to end the year this year?
I'm trying to get 20.
I think you're underselling yourself. You're going to be able to pass that. So think about it. If you multiply, you said 6,500 is what y'all have made so far?
Yeah.
So that's like in 1 quarter, right? So multiply that by let's just say 4. Like, I think you could do 25, 30 if you because of December, because of the holiday season. So that's a lot of money for your first year at only 14.
Don't forget to pay your mom for all the templates. As long as he doesn't forget about me, that's
there you
fine.
go. No, that's amazing, Ivan. I'm so proud of you guys, and you have an amazing mom. And I don't think that many kids have this opportunity to have that support from their parents to say like, yeah, we want to help you start your own business, and they're learning from their mistakes, and they're trying to help you, set you up for success in anything else that you do. You may not do this photo booth business for forever, right? You have other goals, you have other ambitions, but the skills that you learn with this business are going to apply to anything that you want to do in life. And that's like invaluable. You can't put a price on that. Man, this has been such an inspirational conversation. I'm just so excited for you guys. Before we wrap up, Ivan, can you tell me if you have any advice for any other teenagers or people that are around your age that want to start a business?
Yeah, I say go for it. Don't overthink it. Think of like the outcome and the money, and it'll be worth it. Just make sure you put your time and your effort into it, and it'll pay out.
Yeah, you're the example, right? It can be done. Awesome, guys. Well, where can everyone find you? Give us your social media handles, your website.
So we are premier.photobooth, and that's photo booth with an F. So like this is one of our fun props that we like to use whenever we post our pictures. So yeah, he's been a soccer player forever. So that Premier, we did a bunch of tournaments with that name. So we kind of incorporated his love for sports into his photo booth name.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's been fun.
Awesome, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure getting to know you guys today, and I'm sure everyone watching is going to just be so amazed, just like I was mind blown by everything that you guys are accomplishing together. as such a powerful duo, mother and son team. And
Yes.
Ivan, I know you're not shy, so I challenge you. Honestly, I challenge you to do some YouTube content on your own. So just grab your. You have an iPhone, right? You have smartphones, so I think it would be super cool for you to document your from your perspective when you're out working your gigs. Because I'll tell you what, whenever you turn, I don't know, later down in life, when you're even 10 years from now, you can look back at these videos when you're only 14, and you have like a real documentation and memory of your first business, and then later when you get married and you have kids, you can show your kids, put them to work at 14 just like you did. You can say, see, I did it at 14, you see what I'm doing. So I think it would be really cool, and people want to see more young people like you out there hustling. You're super brave. You're doing what some people at 30s, 40s, they want to do something, but they're too scared. And you said, no, I want to do it, and I'm doing it, right? So I think that it's important for you to share that so that you can inspire even more people. So will you take me up on that? You'll record your next gig. You'll do a little vlog.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So be sure to tag PBI and tag me. That way we can reshare it. But I think that would be so cool. And that'll help you break out of your shell even more. Because your mom said you're not shy.
It really wasn't.
Awesome, guys. Well, that wraps up today's interview. We're going to be doing more of these, interviewing PBI's young hustlers, and Ivan was the first of many to come. So if you are ready to start your photo booth business, if you want to learn more about our financing, if you want to learn more about any other training programs that we offer, go to pbiforever.com, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.
Thank you.